Nothing comes close to it.
The gospel reading made it tougher yet. It was the one where Jesus says, love your enemies.
I'm sorry, Jesus, that doesn't work today in Delphi, Indiana. Well, maybe it can.
We believe you are hiding in plain sight. And that's the unfortunate experience of experiencing evil.
I don't think you have to be embarrassed if you're scared right now. A lot of people in town are scared.
We believe you are hiding in plain sight.
I guess it's under there. Mm-hmm. And we were standing there, and that's when somebody yelled something up to me. And the way she was looking around, she saw the whole scene a lot differently than I did. But as soon as I heard the word "shoe," I knew, I knew it was them. There were no other bodies there. There was no way that it was somebody else. But I remember melting, and just being with her in that moment was really awesome, because I knew that she'd lost her brother. She'd come and talk to the school. I knew that she was feeling what I was feeling, maybe in a different way, but she'd felt it.
Right.
And so I think there's a really God is all around us. There's a reason
she was there with you that day.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, I believe that every ounce of my being.
Yeah.
And you have this connection now that nobody can ever take apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I definitely think even though evil was surrounding the girls in that moment, and he took over at that time, God was still surrounding them, and he was surrounding us, and he was there, and he's still his, and he's going to make sure this is solved too. So.
Absolutely. Well, the end of the movie, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What happened?
Yeah, they forgave him. I have no idea how he did that. I'm still not there yet. He just
but I'm thinking more of the field. Mm-hmm. Off they went.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
Very good movie. And I think it's had such an effect on me too. I think my faith is stronger because of it. Wow. And so I definitely think he's definitely working.
Oh. He can take it all.
Yeah.
You just gotta give it to him.
Yeah. I definitely hope that, my hope for the killer is that he does go to him. Even though he did kill my sister, I think someday I'll be able to forgive him because of that. And I hope he's able to ask for forgiveness too.
I hope so too.
I pray for that a lot too. And I feel like other people don't. My grandma's I don't think I could ever forgive him. Mm-hmm. But then I watch the movie and I read the book and I read my Bible and I sit there and I pray and I'm I have to someday. You can't hold on to that forever.
Right. Right.
That's not a feeling you can just hold on to.
It's not healthy, is it? Mm-mm. Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Everybody deals with grief differently.
The death of Abby Williams and Libby German still weighs heavily on their hearts, but they're trying to pull together to support each other.
People are saying, what do we do next?
Pastor Todd Ladd presides over the United Methodist Church. He helped organize a community walk, taking people on a half-mile trip down the Monon High Bridge Trail. Libby and Abby were found near here a day after they left to take pictures of the scenery. The pastor says the greenery is the perfect backdrop to help the healing process.
When nature goes through a forest fire, it recovers. So we've been through a damage, and we want to make sure that we can recover as a community together. And we do that in prayer in a lot of different ways.
One of those ways will be through a physical cleansing using water from Deer Creek.
It's an area where something terrible has happened, and so we want to make an act that says we're reclaiming this land for holy purposes. That can be walks, that can be a lot of different things, but the reality is it's time to reclaim this land.
How do you reconcile this evil act?
You know, together as a community, we reconcile this, and really we come at it with faith. As I've talked a lot about recently, we hold these two things together, this deep sadness and also a deep hope at the same time. You know, the hope is something that this will be solved. The hope is found in the resilience in the park and finding new life there. They've always had celebration of lives. So that helps us to see the hope there. And to be honest though, we have a deep sadness too, and that's real.
The community loves the fact that they are able to give. All through this crisis, people have given in different ways, whether it's been motorcycle rides, whether it's been other ways. It's the ways that people can make an impact.
So we've been through a damage, and we want to make sure that we can recover as a community together. And we do that in prayer in a lot of different ways.
The way that my grandma does it, and like she's strong, she gets through it, but that's who she shows on the outside. And then she said this in an interview the other day, and I just sat there and I cried so hard. So when she got diagnosed with cancer, she said, I have a win-win situation. I could live through this and stay with my family, or I could die and go be with Libby. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I would be so sad that you can feel that. Like,
Oh my gosh.
but
Kind of beautiful all at the same time.
yeah, like it's such a bittersweet feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like she knows that that's where she's going. She'll be with Libby, but then the rest of us are here, and like you won't be with us anymore.
Right. Right.
But yeah, that was, I don't know.
Wow. Yeah. I wish I had that outlook on life. Yeah, I need to look at that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know that's where I'm going. I know I'll be with my sister, but like, I don't want to die right now. And like, if I had cancer, that is not what I would be thinking. I would be like, I have to like
I'm fighting
be
this.
cured.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Me too.
Yeah,
Me
and
too.
she's just like, it's okay. Like, no matter what happens, I have a situation where I'm either going to be really happy here with you guys and we're going to solve this case together, or I die and I go be with Libby and I get to know everything.
Yeah.
Like, Libby will tell me and I'll be like, everything will be here now. I'm like, yeah, but then you get to know everything and I get to be down here and just...
We're sad for those that remain, right? But we're all headed that way. And we're all, if we believe, we'll experience His promise.
Exactly.
That eternal life. And that's so important.
Yeah, and I think, like, we don't go to church regularly, but, like I feel like we believe strong enough that that's where we're going.
I think you do. I think you do. Yeah.
And my grandma, she has, like, such an amazing faith. I love her.
Cool.
All right, last question. If the person that murdered Libby and Abby can hear your voice, what would you want to say to him?
Call me. Call me. I think the person has a bit of a conscience left.
To the murderer, I believe you have just a little bit of a conscience left.
You can meet him anywhere. And I would be very respectful. That's what I'd say.
Awesome. No questions. I think I haven't ever really thought about what I would say to him. I've thought about it, but I have about 10 million things I would say to him. I just have like I should just write him a book so that when he goes to prison, he can read it.
That's right. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, and then that can be what he does for the rest of his life, is read that book.
That would be a good idea.
And if you're watching, we'll find you.